Electro and Bono Movie Power Hour. You know what? Where's Hawk at? Listener discretion advised. Pansy.
Welcome back to the Electro and Bono Movie Power Hour. I am Electro, of course.
Yo, what up? This is Bono.
And we are back again with another exciting edition of the Movie Power Hour. This week we're going to do a little catch up, because we've watched a bunch of movies. It's been a while since we recorded. That's why you get a fucking 2-hour killer episode.
Yeah,
when we haven't recorded in a while, and then you get a 2-hour killer episode.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. Okay.
A movie worth talking about. I like to think of it that way.
But we also watched a bunch of other fucking
That are
movies.
not worth 2 hours of talking.
No. Actually, I could probably talk about 2 hours.
We'll probably
for
Mission
most of-
Impossible, you know what I mean?
for a few of these, for sure.
Yeah, we'll go through them.
Yeah, but just really quick, kind of running down. We're just going to get going. We both watched The Flash.
Yep, I saw that.
Highly anticipated film for myself.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of DC, the DC universe, those movies. Some people don't like them. I do. Some of them are bad. I'm not going to say that they're not. But
Most of them, yeah.
no, I like
Most of them are bad.
Man of Steel's a shit.
I love that movie.
I am a defender of the Zack Snyder ones. I like Batman versus Superman.
Ugh.
The longer version is better. It's a better movie. And it's not the best fucking movie or whatever, but I do like it, and it has it has the best Batman scene in any fucking movie where Batman beats ass in that film.
I know you really liked Wonder Woman. That was another one
Yeah.
of your choice ones.
But also
Shazam.
the 3-hour Justice League, fantastic. I really fucking liked it.
Okay.
But yeah, Wonder Woman's good. Shazam is good. Aquaman, I mean, Aquaman's fine. It's not my favorite movie.
We're
but
talking part one, though, like of all of these.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. I'm saying that, I love DC, dude. Since I was a child, watching Superman with my dad as a little kid, watching Batman with you my whole fucking life,
know.
brother.
Because Affleck came and ruined that for
No,
us. I'm just saying.
dude.
Not just us, but the rest of the fucking world.
You need to fucking watch what you are saying, all right? You need to come to terms.
Look, man.
You need to come to terms that Ben Affleck was a good Batman.
No, you know why?
You need to accept this already.
No. You know why? Because in The Flash, years after, we get him back.
He was fine. He was good.
We get him back. You know what I mean? It's okay. I'll take Michael any day.
But also, Ben Affleck as Batman in this Flash movie, I liked him in it. I thought he did a good job. It was good. I liked it. Anyways, The Flash. This movie has been... I've anticipated it for a really long time. Been looking forward to it. We knew Keaton was coming back. And we figured that we were going to see some cool fucking cameos and stuff, which we do. I'm very happy with what this movie offered.
Right.
Ezra Miller is like I think at some points he's really good, and at some points he's just very fucking annoying.
Yes.
I don't know.
Very annoying.
But I could see a good actor in there. Like some of the emotional shit he plays, like spoilers at the end when he's like hugging his mom and shit. Like,
Right.
hey, I'm a human being, I have emotions. I have a mother. And, I think he can be a good, like, dramatic actor. And he could be funny, too, if he's not overdoing it,
Right.
which he is doing a lot of that.
Yeah, not without controversy, though. My boy likes to do other recreational things.
Bono, if we could start a cult, do you think we wouldn't? If we had the power to start
And
a
still
cult,
be Flash? You think I wouldn't sign up for that?
buddy, we would all buy a ticket for that, right? If we could. If it was affordable.
Right.
To go crazy in Hawaii or some shit. Come on, it's not a bad place to go crazy.
Nice
If
beaches.
you're gonna go crazy anywhere, give Hawaii a shot. Ezra Miller did.
I mean, he definitely did.
It's good for Ezra, it's good for me.
No.
But whatever, I really liked it. You see Ben Affleck as Batman, you see Wonder Woman. I like the whole baby thing. It looks fake,
Yeah.
but it's fun as hell seeing a humorous amount of scalpels going towards a baby's face.
Right.
Come on, like you don't ever see that.
No.
That's like the beginning of Roger Rabbit. You know, that's what that feels like. You know, when he's with the baby in the kitchen, and then like all these things are almost killing the baby. I'm like, they just did that in The Flash, and the fact that that movie starts that way and it's so goofy, and they're like threatening a baby with acid. That's pretty good.
That is good.
They put a baby in a microwave.
Yeah.
All these scalpels going towards babies. So many babies in peril. They're all gonna die gruesome deaths.
Right. And I mean, they wouldn't allow that. They wouldn't allow that ever. So you know that's not coming. Darn.
That would Bono. Would you retire from movies?
I
after
probably
that?
would. That would take.
There's gonna be nothing that's gonna top that in any other film.
It took this crazy bastard to really say, "Let's push it, guys.
Let's give Ezra another shot.
Yeah,
guys.
let's make sure it's heavy CG, but we'll practically put a baby in the microwave. What do you think?"
Just the fact there's acid, and there's like another part where a baby's like all laughing and is like about to get burned or something. It's like, dude, that's good. That's funny. That's goofy. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that. Call me crazy. I like that. And whatever. I like the movie. I like the whole structure, the whole thing. He goes back in time, saves his mom. I'm in for the journey.
Right.
It's just the character. The actor is kind of annoying for what, like his younger version of himself is very annoying.
Super annoying. But I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, hey, well, this is a young him.
Yeah.
This is how he was,
it
how
makes
he
sense.
is today.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
And it also in a way is a little therapeutic because you feel like it's Ezra Miller looking at himself being like, I know, I'm crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm crazy. This is me. I'm annoying.
Right.
I annoy myself.
I had to deal with myself. This is me dealing with it.
It's actually perfect. We forgive you. I forgive you. Hey,
You
man.
ain't gonna get that back,
I
buddy.
forgive him. I'm giving it back to him.
You got it back.
I know everybody was complaining about the end and all the cameos that come out at the end. How do you feel about the cameos?
I don't even
Spoilers.
fucking remember them, to be honest.
What? So whatever, all the timelines start coming together,
Yeah.
and you see Christopher Reeve as OG Superman.
Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. That was
and
cool.
then you see Supergirl
Yeah.
from the 1980s movie, I think, or I don't know. Did you ever watch it?
No, I
Our
didn't.
cousin Julie owned Supergirl, and I watched it with her a lot.
Okay, cool.
Christopher Reeve is not in it. There's a poster of Christopher Reeve as Superman in that movie. That's the only thing you see of him.
Oh,
And as a little kid, that would always be my favorite part because you could see Superman there.
right.
Anyway, they come back, and then you see like all the old version, the 1960s version of Batman. What else do you see? Well, the big reveal is you finally see Nick Cage as Superman.
Fuck yeah.
And I didn't like
World defending Nick Cage,
Like-
bro. Just a fucking savage.
that was spoiled for me.
What? Why?
Cause I'm a fucking nerd, right? You know, so I'm always aware of what's coming, what movies are coming. You know, I knew this movie was gonna have cameos, all this stuff. Trying not to, obviously not seeking out spoilers.
Right.
But so the review to what the day this movie came out, or a few days prior, there was a review that I was reading, and in the review there was like, before you read it, there's like tags or whatever, right?
All right.
So one of the tags was Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
So even before I read anything, I saw his name
Right.
attached to the film and immediately knew what was going to happen.
Right.
And I got fucking mad. I was like, no, like if I had watched that movie not knowing he was going to be in it and then he pops out as Superman, you might have seen me weep in the movie theater.
Just openly cry.
They did it.
Finally.
And it's a terrible CGI version of it.
Right.
But I was just so happy to see it.
Right.
And I
You
know
gotta
that-
stop doing that, dude.
I know.
You gotta stop doing that.
What do you mean?
Stop reading reviews, dude.
I mean,
Fuck that shit already, dude.
I do whatever, dude. I'm gonna read them.
No, man.
But
You see, like that one, you're pulling shit away from you.
For sure.
When I saw that, my mind was blown to shit, bro. Because first of all, fuck the Flash. Second of all, I'm not thinking about Superman or any of that shit. Obviously, yeah, that's the way these movies are going now about this whole multiverse type bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw that, I was genuinely happy.
It was awesome.
I was like, fuck yeah, this is dope. And it was actually a dope scene, but, you know, you can't do that to yourself, dude.
no, well,
Don't do that, man.
yeah.
Fuck that shit. Especially movies like this, like, you know, big blockbuster Marvel, DC movies.
I wasn't seeking it out. Usually when people review stuff, they will put if they're going to spoil anything or not.
Right.
It'll say spoiler free, whatever. You figure that when you read a review that's coming out, especially the day it comes out, that they're not going to just flat out tell you what the fuck, right?
Right.
And they fucking did. Unfortunately. And it's awesome to see Michael Keaton back as
That
Batman.
okay, see, that was what we knew was
Very
gonna,
like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
How are we not to at least some level gonna enjoy this
a
movie?
badass Batman. Okay?
Yeah.
Came in kicking ass, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know it. You
Yeah.
know when you saw
long
that.
hair. Who knew?
Great.
Long hair.
Looked good.
Yeah, I liked it, and it was just nice to see him back as Batman. He just felt like, you know.
Felt right.
Yeah, it did.
It felt right. It felt right.
And spoilers here. He doesn't make
No, not at all.
So at the same time, I'm over here almost crying again because not only do you have to watch Batman die, but you have to watch him die like 3 times.
Yeah, more than 3 for sure.
I think 3. I think it's 3.
There was like 5. No,
No,
I thought there was more.
I think it's 3. The
That
initial
they show you.
the initial time it happens, then he tries again and realizes that he can't do it,
Do anything.
and that might even be it. And then there's the one where he like
Lets it go.
He lets it go, and like, you know, it was a good death. It was a good send off to Batman.
It's an honorable death.
He goes. It is.
You know,
You know.
a warrior's death.
Well-
Is an honorable one.
Yeah. A good death is its own reward.
There you go.
There you
Some
go.
shit like that. There's honor in there too, though, because they
Yeah.
were soldiers.
But it's pretty cool because you see, like, you know, it kind of builds up to like, all right, we're gonna fight Zod. Michael Shannon's back as Zod.
Sick.
I love Michael Shannon.
Fucking sick.
And Supergirl. I liked Supergirl. It was fucking cool.
It was okay.
This was kind of like based on the Flashpoint comic book. I don't know if you've read it, but in that,
Come on, man.
come
You
on,
know
it's
I
really
hate it.
awesome.
Okay.
Come on, maybe you knew the story of Flashpoint.
No.
It's essentially Flash goes back and tries to save his mom, or no, I think he accidentally goes back in time.
Mm.
He doesn't mean to. He doesn't go with that goal, but he accidentally goes back in time and is in a world where his mom is alive.
Mm.
And then he decides to chill there because his mom's alive, and then he finds out that in this world, Bruce Wayne dies instead of Thomas Wayne in the shooting in this different world, and then Thomas Wayne becomes Batman because his son got killed, right?
Right.
And Barbara Wayne goes crazy and becomes the Joker in this universe.
Right.
That's how it goes down.
Right.
And in this version, they replaced that version, which is darker and more fucked. And this Batman kills. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, ruthless.
Yeah, but they replaced that with the 1989 Batman. But that's the replacement they did. But the Flashpoint story is a lot. I really like it, and it's a fucking badass Batman that kills and doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
And his wife's the Joker. That's pretty damn
That's pretty
good.
good. Yeah. It is good.
So it's based on that comic, and in that comic, instead of they go looking for Superman, it's actually Superman, but he's like skinny and deteriorated because they've been keeping him in a prison the whole time.
So that's the Supergirl.
That's the twist in this movie. So it's Michael Keaton Batman, and it's Supergirl, not Superman.
Got it.
But so you didn't get your baby killing at the beginning.
Right.
You get the ultimate baby killing in this movie. You don't see it. But
What do you mean?
you find out that they sucked the life out of baby fucking Superman, which is fucking Zod.
Oh yeah.
So in this alternate universe, it's
Yeah.
inside of Supergirl. It's
Right.
inside of her.
Right.
So Zod found fucking Superman when he was a baby and fucking killed him, iced him, sucked the life out of
He's
him.
evil, dude. He's an evil
A
man.
baby Clark Kent fucking Kal-El.
Yeah.
He killed him. And then I really liked the realization when they're just like, we can't win.
Right.
She has to die. She can't be Zod. Zod's too powerful.
Right.
She's going to die. This world ends. There's no way to save it.
Right.
I really like that whole thing. It's pretty awesome.
I did
It's dark.
like that. You know, again, the least enjoyable part of this movie was the Flash.
Yeah.
You know?
And then one final cameo to top it off. How'd you feel about the final cameo?
Clooney.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved every bit of it. He looks good.
You know that supposedly they were tried super hard to get Christian Bale to do it. Like it was supposed to be Christian Bale, and he was like, "Nah, dude. Like I'm not gonna be."
He's an artist, bro. He's a fucking artist.
So they're like,
man.
"Fuck it, then call Clooney."
Put him in a nice Mercedes, and he'll come out.
It's nice to see. I was nice.
He
to
looked
see.
good.
Yeah, I
He
was
looked
like,
good.
"Fuck, why didn't you work as Batman? You son of a
Well,
bitch."
you had to pull out the Amex card. You
You
know?
you could give it another shot. I'm willing to give George Clooney another shot
Yeah.
being Batman.
Give me a rugged Clooney, though. You know what I mean? Some rough riding.
Yeah,
Give me
old Batman.
Give me Three Kings Clooney. Just going after Saddam's gold. You know what I mean? Give me that.
Yeah,
But it's
man
okay.
of honor.
Yeah.
The Flash,
The
pretty
Flash.
cool. I really liked it. Got a bad rap. Did not make a lot of money. It's kind of the death of the DC almost. It was-
Yeah.
we got a few more.
got
of
one
these.
more.
Yeah, we got Aquaman. Is that? I think that's it. And then
Right.
James Gunn hits the reset button on this bitch.
Well, he's going to put it to rest for sure.
Yeah. Oh well. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
We watched. Did you watch this in the movie theater?
I did see this in the movie.
No hard feelings.
Yes,
of
I
course
did.
you did.
Yeah, of
You
course.
scoundrel.
You know me. Pleasantly surprised in this
Wow.
film. You know what I mean?
Wow. I
Pleasant.
mean, this is a movie where you get your $12.
Absolutely.
Or matinee.
I did
whatever.
marinate the bitch for sure.
$9 well spent.
Credit, sir. I had a credit. You know,
Movies.
use those.
Cinemark.
Come in.
Sponsor.
Thank you for the rollover tickets. I got it. You know, didn't have to pay. Bought snacks.
Yeah.
Do the thing. Pleasantly surprised with
Yeah.
this movie.
What a treat.
Yeah.
Where, of course, they're talking about Jennifer Lawrence's hilarious performance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun movie. It's not bad.
Right.
I think it has its like pretty legit funny stuff in the beginning, and then the movie starts to get serious.
It starts getting rom-com-y, you know?
Yeah.
What I mean?
But the fun part in the beginning where she's just like trying to fuck him and everything's
It's
just going
not
wrong
working.
for her. That's hilarious. And it's just like, you know, what a fantasy
Mm-hmm.
for fucking Jennifer Lawrence to be trying super hard to fuck you. Like, how many children would you murder for that? At least one.
You got Bueller as your pops, you know,
Just trying to get you laid.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine
Take
you're-
the car. Use it. God damn it. It's up at stake. This girl, Lawrence here is a straight, you know, struggling whore. You know?
I really like that scene in the beginning where that guy's towing her car, and I guess he
He banged her.
He used to have sex with her. He got his heart broken, right?
Yeah.
And she tries to like swindle him, right? She's like, "Come on, like you know, I still think about you or whatever." And he's like, "Really?"
Right.
He's like
Falling into
starting
it.
to think, you know. And then the other
guy
dude comes
walks out.
out like all in his underwear and stuff.
Mhm.
He's like, "It's my cousin." He's like, all groping her. It's like, second cousin. It's good.
It is funny.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised by the full frontal scene there.
Fucking
I was
naked fight.
I was not expecting that at all.
It might be genius because I think she's been naked in a movie before,
I'm
but
sure
I've
she
never
has.
seen it. I think she was naked in Red Sparrow. I've never seen it,
I haven't seen it either.
and I don't know. Could be good, but the thing is, I've never seen her naked in a movie. So when you know she's up on the list,
Mhm.
right? Who would I like to see naked of celebrities? Jennifer Lawrence for many years was at the very top of my
For plenty of years.
And so when you finally see it, you're like, yay, I've always wanted to see this. But then the way you see it, it's like, it's genius because
Right.
you don't see it the way you want to see it.
Right.
It's not in the most flattering way because she's legitimately fighting people.
Right.
So there's a lot of flapping and loose jelly shit
Right,
moving
right.
around. It's not flattering. But at the same time, you're seeing naked Jennifer Lawrence.
Right.
Confusing.
It is
thoughts.
confusing, because I honestly think
Strangest erection I've ever had.
just felt weird.
All my erections haven't been the same since.
Since watching No
my
Hard
penis
Feelings.
died a little that day.
No, yeah. And it's funny when we had started watching the movie, my girl's like, this shit got like a shit ton of stuff done to her face. And her face is already kind of looking older, but you can see like the pullback in her.
Really?
Yeah, so I was like, oh, you're fucking right. Like,
Damn.
it doesn't look that. And then, you get the frontal scene in that way, and you're just kind of like, oh, well, this was probably the last time she's going to do that,
Yeah. Or maybe she starts doing artsy films.
Or just
showing her
OnlyFans or
tits.
something, does one of those things and
I
makes a lot of
mean,
money.
I'm a fan, so. Anyways, No Hard Feelings. It was okay
It was cool. It was a good little.
for what it was. It was like, those kind of comedies don't really come out anymore.
No.
Like, kind of a crude, someone's trying to lose their virginity, like American Pie,
Yeah,
road
yeah.
trip, kind of. Your sex comedies that were just the bread and butter of the 2000s,
Right,
the early
right,
2000s.
right.
There was a sex comedy every fucking week.
Yeah,
man.
you're right. You're right.
And those movies kind of stopped. We got very fucking woke. All of a sudden, you can't just put your dick on someone.
All of it's been happening for
Everyone's getting
years.
real sensitive.
Yeah.
So those kind of movies don't get made anymore. So it was fun to see a crude
Yeah.
thing where, and they flip it because this time it's a woman. Because you reverse,
Yeah,
that,
that's not a good look.
That's a horror film. It's like, oh my
Exactly.
god, somebody
Yeah,
killed
you have
this
to kill
man.
someone at the end of that movie for it to be. Oh, okay. I guess.
But if Jennifer Lawrence is trying to fuck an 18-year-old dweeb
Mm-hmm.
who's like in the movie like hella sensitive and insecure, where it's just like it's what's going on here is wrong,
Right. Extremely awkward as well, and
you kind of give it a pass because it's Jennifer Lawrence. I mean, right? Am I wrong?
yeah, no, that's true.
But at the same time, like whatever, us as men, we're just like ultimate fan. There's nothing wrong with this.
Right.
I think this is fine and acceptable. Like if
It
would never ever fucking happen in life.
Yeah,
It might.
It,
You know what? There's these. Never mind. There's some hot ass teachers in jail for fucking
their student
15-year-olds.
multiple. Yeah, that happens all the time now.
These angels, these just in behind bars.
Yeah, they're done. That's
Oh
it.
well, but yeah, it's good to see a movie take that like kind of
Risk.
like you don't see that anymore. It's like a fucking. These are some iffy shit going on here. But at the end of the movie, it turns like sweet and
Right.
whatever, and now
Love
they're
each other,
friends
yeah.
and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So it justifies it, but it's nice to see a slight return to that kind of film. Maybe they'll make Sex Drive 2 after this or something. Bring them back.
Yeah.
Let's do Sex Drive 2.
Give them a couple of years. And
Cyclops isn't doing anything. Bring him back.
It's got them in here.
Yeah. All right. Next, Insidious: The Red Door. I feel like have we talked about this?
I think we might have during the spooky stuff, but I liked the movie.
I really liked
I
it.
didn't mind it.
It's the way I've been describing it to people. It's like a soft rock version of Insidious. Like it's all there. It's your classic song. Like, this is a good song, but it just has that like dad rock, that,
Right.
version of it. Like this is a privileged white man giving this a shot for his first director, Patrick Wilson, first time directing, the star of these films. The music choices when he's listening to like these white singers or whatever that I've like never fucking heard of, this soft ass dad rock.
Yeah. I don't listen to soft shit.
Yeah. And that's what I thought. I was like, oh, it's like that version of Insidious. Because you don't got James Wan behind the camera anymore.
Right.
And Insidious 3 and 4. Insidious 3 was Lee Winnell, so that had some creativity to it. Part 4. I don't know. These movies are stylish. These stylish films.
Right.
So it was still a perfectly fine executed film, but it just didn't have that like final that little extra touch that comes from like Lee Winnell and from James Wan, you know.
Right.
But it had that MRI scene is a fucking solid ass scare. It's a good fucking scene.
That was okay. That wasn't too bad.
I liked it. That was creative. Like he's in there, and have you ever been in an MRI machine? That fucking sucks. And you think about like, oh my god, it's nerve wracking being in there.
I don't think I feel claustrophobic like that. It is, you do have to wait there for a while, but the 2 times that I've had that, I don't think I've ever felt uncomfortable.
The one time I've been in there, they put me in the other way. If I went in, because it was for my knees.
Oh, I see.
So they put my legs in first, so my head was towards the outside. So like still looking down into where I am is like that's scary, but I still got open air, and I feel like I could just scoot right the fuck out if I need to.
Right.
But if you're put in the other way, then you're essentially like trapped, at least for a little bit, till you fucking wiggle your ass out of there.
Right.
It's a fucking scary situation. And in an Insidious movie, it's the worst time to get an MRI.
Don't
Okay,
get in there, man.
I thought that was a great scene. He just keeps looking down there like, hey, what the fuck's going on? And then you just see like the hand in the back and stuff. And
It was clever. It was cool.
It was very creative.
Modern stuff to it. Yeah, I liked the movie. It was cool. You know, it's funny. Not too long ago, probably like within the last 2 weeks, my girl's like, hey, let's watch The Butterfly Effect. I hadn't seen that movie
Really?
in a long fucking time.
Terrible film.
And it's not that great. You know, Ashton Kutcher cannot act. I don't know what the fuck was going on there.
Have you seen a little movie called Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah, but that's
The man can act.
Did you not watch Punk'd, bro? He was directing all that shit,
yeah,
dude.
he's a good actor.
Yeah.
So try another point. Make another point.
Try again. Try again, okay? But you watching that and
Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah.
Are we talking about the same man? He's a great actor.
Are you not sure? It's a 70s show.
There
you
might be. Oh, yeah. There you go. He's fucking genius.
I mean, yeah, but he's kind of playing that same goofy type dude and going to college or whatever and being the college dude. And this was kind of similar to that in the sense of like the room setting and what he was experiencing with like obviously didn't have a goth big ass fucking dude as a roommate in Insidious film, but it was pretty funny. I was surprised. Kutcher wants to suck a cock in that movie, and then he ends up stabbing someone and reading a book to get out of it, you know? But he offered.
Wow, I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah, it gets
Some
a
crazy
little,
shit
it gets pretty wild. He's like, hey, which cock do I need to suck? And it's like, whoa. Kutcher.
What are you doing?
Your boy is going to get fucking 30 years in the future. Be careful.
I just know. It's like a movie that's trying really hard to be like something good or meaningful or original.
You know what? It's
or
not.
something.
It's not the worst movie. It wasn't. Honestly, I was really gonna feel like I was feeling like I'm gonna laugh my ass off here, but it wasn't too bad.
You're very into
Wow,
it.
this dude's gonna suck cock on
There is
2 white cocks.
There is a butterfly effect going on here. Wait a minute.
It's a reaction to for every action, you know. But it was, you know, much like these multiverse movies now and shit and all that type of shit. But it was funny because
so Insidious or Butterfly Effect.
I'll take Insidious
All
for
right.
sure. Yeah. Standard.
It was a perfectly like fine movie, and it had like 2 legit scares that like make it like, all right, you win. Like you're scarier than most shitty things that are trying to.
Right.
Yeah, better than The Exorcist believer, but
No, I don't think so.
I do. Anyways, let's not get back into that fucking flop of a film.
Okay.
Do you still stand by it?
We need to check the numbers. First of all, you're just making claims here without information.
Okay,
so
okay,
before
fake
you
news.
go trying to push your agenda. Let's get some hard facts here, okay?
Hold on.
Let's see what the people have to say.
I can't even spell.
Exorcist.
Believer.
There it is. Front and center.
Let's see what we got here. 22% Rotten Tomatoes, 4.8 out of 10.
Well,
132 million box office.
okay. See, I told you it was going to pull it over a hundo. And they got 3 of these bad boys coming up.
Yeah, but they paid 400 million for the rights to it.
That's merchandising, bro. That's marketing for marketing.
No,
to take care of.
merchandising, they probably paid like another 30 million. So 30 million budget. It made 56 US and Canada, 135.
Crushed it, guys. Good job. Good job over there at Universal.
It's not bad, I guess.
Yeah.
But the movie sucks.
Yeah.
It feels like a flop.
It's a win for the studio, so it's okay.
It's a fucking loss for Exorcist fans around the world, though. I'd say the Red Door was better. Anyways, after that, I feel like we should do like a more detailed about this, but whatever. Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Yeah.
That movie was fucking awesome.
It was
dude.
really cool.
I fucking loved it. It's a shame. This was also a flopper.
What?
Well, like not a flopper, but
Wait, so you're
into
saying
what it costs.
that everything Cruise is trying to do isn't paying out? He's
Um,
saving movies. He's saving film right now.
I know that. I mean, obviously, but hold on. Let's see Mission Impossible's numbers, because it was a disappointment.
I was not disappointed.
No. The movie's fantastic, but people didn't watch it. Like people didn't show up like they did for Maverick.
Of course not.
So okay, check out this budget. $291 million. And
pretty
it's
good.
all on the screen and it is used perfectly because this movie is the fucking shit.
Yep.
And it has some of the most awesome fucking action sequences and stuff that you could see are done practically, and it's fucking amazing. And yeah, the $291, that's a big budget. Don't get me wrong.
291 million, not $291. No, $291 million.
You know what I'm talking about.
All $200 were worth every
They were
fucking.
there on the screen, clearly. The U.S. and Canada made 172. That's in the U.S. and Canada, it made less than it fucking cost.
Yeah.
Worldwide, 567.5.
Right.
This was a failure in the box office because it came out the week before fucking Oppenheimer. And they wanted it to come out in July. This movie should have been pushed back because right now, like, what's
Christmas,
playing? What's
bro.
playing?
Yeah, do it for Christmas.
No, like fucking November.
I would have
what the-
waited. If you're already in November, you're waiting to Christmas, my boy.
No, because now you're gonna have Aquaman and other shit to fucking Wonka,
Oh, that's
other
right.
shit that you have to compete with. Like, what's coming out now? Nothing. Or even in August, by then, nothing good. Like Oppenheimer, Barbie, Talk to Me, all these little hits came out in July. Fucking
Summertime blockbusters.
Mission Impossible only had IMAX screens for 1 week because Oppenheimer opened the week after.
Oh, I see.
And it had they did a deal that they were gonna have every IMAX screen for like 40 days or something, like no exceptions.
That's how you do it.
They
though.
did this deal,
That's how you fucking
like even like when they decided to make the film, that was part of the deal. This movie's gonna be on every IMAX screen for a certain amount of time. I don't know how many days.
right.
But since fucking Mission Impossible is gonna fucking open the week before, that's it.
Right.
All the big money, those are where the tickets really cost money. You go pay to watch that shit in IMAX.
Right. Right.
You're spending a lot of fucking quiche.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you only get that for 1 week. So, dude, you guys should have pushed back to August, even September, when there was nothing playing. The fucking movie would have been probably, everybody would go see it.
Right.
And you could play it for weeks because, like, there's nothing else on. But it is a really long movie. It's almost 3 hours too.
Didn't feel that way at all.
No, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And it is the 7th one of these. And are kids today into these movies? Like, is anybody other than under 30 excited for a Mission Impossible movie?
I mean, they have to have new players, maybe. Somehow.
Do they know who the fuck Ethan Hunt is?
Probably not. No.
Like, who? Like, I can't live in a world where most people don't know who Ethan Hunt is.
Right.
He's up there with fucking like Bond and shit. Fucking Ethan Hunt.
Yeah.
He will save the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He will do anything possible. He will stop AI. AI runs in fear.
Yeah.
It knows Ethan Hunt
Ethan's-
exists, and it's like he's the
Yeah.
only thing that can stop
Doctor
it.
Strange style, baby. There's only one way, one man who can stop it.
Fucking AI, dude.
Yeah,
Tom, please fucking save us, Tom.
yeah, dude. You already know the outcome. This is the future.
No, this is a plea to Tom Cruise right now to save us from AI. Can you please stop
Help me,
this?
Tom Cruise. Will Ferrell knew this shit.
Use your witchcraft. Yeah. Movie's fantastic. You get fucking the bad guy. You get what is he? He's got to be.
Be careful.
It's gonna be Colombian or something. Right?
Honduran, probably.
Honduran.
Yeah, I would say so.
Let's see. Where's this guy from? What's this actor's name? He was famously Chucho
Yeah.
in Mi Familia.
Yep. It's come a long way, dude.
Esai? How do you say his name?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Esai Morales?
Morales. It's Mexican as fuck, bro.
Award-winning actor.
Born
Puerto Rican.
Okay.
What did I say?
You said
Cuban?
Cuban. Close. Close.
Puerto Rico.
Well,
But anyways.
I don't like what he did in that movie.
You
though.
were not a fan of him in that
No,
film?
I don't like what he did.
What do you mean?
And I don't want to. Well, should we spoil it? I mean, because he
I mean...
kind of takes out.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Fuck, I forgot about
You
that.
forgot, really? How could you forget?
I
that?
fucking did my best to, all right? You just are opening up wounds.
That was sealed already, fucker.
I forgot about shit.
Yep.
Okay, let's spoilers ahead, but our precious Rebecca Ferguson, who was awesome in these fucking movies.
Yeah, she was dope.
She bites the dust in this one, and you know it's coming too. Like, you know it's gonna happen. You're like aware, right?
Right.
There's like a time crunch going on. Ethan,
Doing his thing.
he needs to save 2 bitches and doesn't have the time, right? Like he could. So he essentially has to. I think he listens to it, right, through the earpiece. So he's in a race to try to save this bitch, but like, you know she's gonna die, and you know she's gonna die, and you're like, no, like, come on, Tom.
I was
like,
yelling in the inside.
get there, Tom.
Yeah.
Ethan.
Not even his powerful stride could get him there fast enough. He was running, man. He put it on.
He did his best. He
Yeah.
gave his best Tom Cruise fucking sprint,
Yep.
and he wasn't quick enough. And
In beautiful Venice too, right? She gets iced in Venice. One of the bridges.
beautiful bridge.
Beautiful bridge. Yeah, absolutely.
The fucking swans. It's fucking swans, man. It was awesome. I really liked the like car chase scene that he has with Haley Atwell, the one replacing Rebecca Ferguson. I actually really liked her.
She was cool, but she's a thief. She's not a killer. She's a fucking thief.
He's a cop killer.
I need.
Yeah, but I kind of like it. You know, they bring it back a little bit to Little MI2.
Yeah.
Bono's favorite fucking movie.
True.
You know, he needs a fucking thief.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't need her. And I love, you know what I really love about this movie? It's like, she keeps out Ethan hunting him. He's like, wait a fucking second. I don't really expect much of women, obviously. But this one, like,
She's crafty.
she's a,
She's a crafty one.
she's a, like, more ahead of him. And he's kind of always caught unaware. Like
Right.
he just wants to trust beautiful women.
Yeah, all the time. Fucking Ethan,
Or
chill out.
assumes that every woman needs help, right? And he
Right.
goes to help, and she's like, "Fuck you! I'm trying to get out
It's
of
a
here."
little signaling, but I mean, take it easy. You can't save them all,
I
Ethan.
know.
Clearly. Just look at the fucking
No. But yeah, fucking really like this movie. I saw it in XD. I didn't go to IMAX, but I saw it in XD, and it was fucking awesome.
Right.
Great fucking film. I haven't rewatched it again. I have it on 4K, but
I need to
haven't-
watch it
I haven't
too,
rewatched
for
it
sure.
again. I need to do that. All right. Next, we got another movie I really fucking loved. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Fuck, dude, I loved this movie. Anybody that grew up with me knows that when I was a little kid, I was fucking obsessed with the Ninja Turtles. So they hold a special place in my heart. I've watched all of the fucking movies,
Right.
even the one that came out like I don't know. Like,
Do you still have your Ninja Turtle pajamas, dude?
No,
You
well,
don't have
I
that?
have some Ninja Turtle.
No, not the
pajamas.
new ones. When you were a kid,
No, of course not.
No?
Why would I have?
or your mom or something.
I used to have the old school fucking sheets,
Right.
The comforter. Do you remember that
Yeah,
one?
I do.
Like you could buy that now, and I've like thought about it. You know, I'm like, fuck, come on, dude, I can't revert all the way back there to have
You-
Ninja Turtles.
Well,
fucking-
even that, like, you know what's tripping, especially now since I have two boys. My mom kept a bunch of my baby clothes, and you know I have vivid like memory of that because of the images that were taken. Like I remember that one image of you in the full fucking turtle suit here. You even had your car in the picture and the whole nine.
Damn.
And at some point, you know, if you do decide to have kids or something, and you see them in it, like it's a whole different thing, you know?
Right.
So I was thinking about that recently too, where I'm like, okay, well, if my kid now 1, 2, about to be 3, 2, some time later in the future, let's say they have kids and I buy them their set, like I'll save that shit for them
Right.
to be able to do that again, like because they're never gonna use it again like that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool. And I was thinking about that, you know, in particular with the turtles. I was like, I wonder if this fucker has this shit or
No.
kept them.
Mm-mm.
That'd be really cool though.
Recently got gifted a set of like replicas of the old school like 1980 whatever 9 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ones I used to have when I was a little kid. I got gifted like the whole set, all
Nice.
4 of them, and like I definitely used to have like those exact ones. I had some for part 2, Secret of the Ooze, but they were like, these were nicer. These were like detailed and shit. Like the skin, you could like had a texture to it, kind of like rubbery. It were like more movie quality.
Right.
And I had that set when part 2 came out. I had a really awesome fucking set that I fucking loved, played with, destroyed, lost.
Right.
Those toys are lost to time, bro. We weren't like all my favorite toys broke because I would fucking play with them so
Right,
much.
Right.
And we were inventive kids. We'd be fucking throwing those things off of fucking buildings.
Into buildings, onto
Yeah.
buildings, off of buildings.
Yeah, man. Our toys did not fucking survive.
They were used.
But remember I showed you that Cyclops. I went to the mall in San Jose, went to this toy store, and they had a Cyclops that I bought. My sister bought me the metallic aliens, the blue and gold fucking Cyclops. That when I was a little kid, that was like what Turbo Man is in that movie to me. I wanted one of those so bad.
Yeah.
Back then, they would show all those fucking ads when we'd watch cartoons, so you'd be constantly being reminded of these cool ass toys. There was a Cyclops, a Wolverine, and a Sabretooth, and they were all like these like gold figures.
Right. I do remember
And
that.
I think you guys had the Wolverine or
yeah,
something.
I think we did.
And I had the Cyclops. And I remember begging for it for like weeks till I remember the day I finally got it. Like that toy meant so much to me. And like you're saying right now, like I don't know what happened to that toy. I can't remember what happened to it.
Right.
So I'm at this fucking toy store and I see that exact Cyclops in a box, dude.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God.
Yup.
And it looks like in my brain, that was like the best toy ever. Looking at it now, it is a hunk of plastic.
Yeah.
It is
Really linear,
poorly
really,
made.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. Like when I was a little kid, I like have a picture in my mind of this thing looking flawless.
The most advanced technological achievement in action figures.
Remember you had that big ass Batman from,
I did have
from
that.
Batman Returns, I
Yup,
think.
with the cape and everything.
Yeah, and it was real detailed fucking awesome
Yup,
Batman. I was
yup.
so jealous of
That
that,
was a cool
fucking
one.
Batman.
But stiff as a board.
What happened to it?
I think the dog fucked it up. One of our huskies fucked it up.
Damn,
The
but
chows,
yeah,
one of the chows.
But you had it forever.
I did have it forever. It survived a lot. It took a beating.
It was a sturdy piece of plastic.
Bell said it himself. He couldn't withstand the dogs. You know what I mean? He got
it
chewed
was
out.
a big dog.
Yeah, it was
right?
a big one. Big pup. But yeah, I mean, goes to that too. Funny enough, man, with the whole kid stuff too. I was telling Layla and Adriana and Lalo the other day too. I'm like, you know what's crazy? I remember one time we were watching Moana at his pad.
Mhm.
And we were ripped to shreds, bro. You know us, right? And we were watching this movie, and I remember we were all watching it. The girls, Adriana was there, we were there, and I remember just busting up when motherfucking Hey Hey was doing its thing, right? Just a stupid chicken, right?
Uh-huh.
That same year, the girls told Lalo, "Hey, we want to get Uncle Gio a birthday present,"
Mhm.
and they got me fucking Hey Hey, right? That was a while ago. I want to say like 8+ years, right?
Yeah, it was wild.
I never opened it. I kept it in the thing they gave me. I put it in a box, and I was like, well, one day I'll have a kid, and you know, whatever.
Right.
Gio loves fucking Moana. Both of the kids love Moana, so I let them get a little older.
Uh-huh.
And I fucking bring out that chicken, and dude, original battery, turn the fucker on, and they're like, what the fuck? Because every time that scene comes out where he realizes he's in the middle of the ocean,
Mhm.
he screams, right? And Gio loves to imitate the scream, so they'll freak out because it's the fucking chicken,
Right.
and now they have it there. But it's like shit like that really makes like, oh, you know what? Like these movies kind of transcend a little bit more. Like, you know, for example, like today that Ninja Turtle movie to some kid who was your age when you really enjoyed them is that for them, you know? They're like,
It's that for me now. I'm not gonna lie.
fuck the kids. It's for me.
I mean, I hope that this movie is loved by kids. I hope your kids like Ninja Turtles, man. Like,
Right.
Hopefully, like, I guess you don't never know what they're gonna like. You can influence them as best you can, so make them watch that shit.
And it's proof because we've gone through Toy Story, we've gone through this. Right now they're like in a really Cars, Monsters Inc. phase, and
Those are all good.
yeah,
I mean,
they're
I've
all
never
great.
seen Cars.
It's so good. Owen Wilson, it's so fucking good.
I don't know. I guess I was just too like, okay, Cars.
It's so good. I'm not even lying. It's fucking legit.
But Monsters, I love Monsters.
It's so
Inc.
good. That one's good too.
Remember when Pixar used to mean something?
Yeah. It's what are you
Every-
saying? Whoa, what do you mean?
Dude, what's the last Pixar movie you thought was like? First of all, I haven't even been watching them anymore.
Well, let me tell you this, bro.
They used to be events, is what I'm saying, and now, now they're just like released on Disney Plus, and I feel like there's no more like, I don't know. They feel less valuable or something because it's just all just showing up on streaming. They don't even care to put it in a movie theater. Like before, when a Pixar movie came out, it was an event. You're gonna go watch the new one. You're gonna go watch Ratatouille. You're gonna go watch WALL-E, whatever. You just watch them all. Now it's
Did
like,
you watch Soul?
I didn't watch
That
Soul.
was good. That was a good one.
No, I think the last one I probably watched. I think it's Pixar. It
And,
was.
bro, Pixar knows how to get your ass, bro. You're crying every time, especially with kids now, bro. Like I swear to God, they're all legit. The recent one they came out with is called Elemental. I don't know if you saw the preview to that.
No, I've heard it's bad.
It's not the best movie, but they love that movie because
Well, they're kids. They're gonna love. We loved it.
It looks great, but I'm there watch. I hadn't sat down to watch it. It was on because my kids are watching it. Now I sit down and watch it, and I'm like crying. Bro. I'm like, God damn it, this is fucking. You know, and they do that. And I remember we went to Disney for Gio's fucking second birthday, and they had this one show which is like over a screen of water, really Fantasia style, but in the California Adventure side, and they're showing nothing but Pixar shit. You know what I mean? So they're playing all their hits, and then oh, hey, the fucking new Elemental promo. It hadn't dropped yet, so they were pushing it. There are Star Wars nerds and shit, but the Pixar Disney nerds who are about Pixar and Disney movies and
That's weird.
and
isn't
sing every fucking song. Like, bro, people were literally singing their fucking heart out to the tracks of like the medley of movies that were there. And I mean, I joined in a couple, you know what I mean? But those are the classics, you know, not this new shit. And it's just really trippy. And I remember them pushing that. And we stayed at the Pixar hotel too, so it was all
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool.
How much did that cost?
It wasn't too bad.
No?
The weekend was like $2,500. You know,
Not good.
3 days.
Oh,
Dude,
like for the hotel?
for hotel and VIP access to both parks for 3 days.
When was this?
This was the 4th of July weekend, bro.
Pandemic times?
This year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And well, I hear Disneyland's like miserable right now. If you're VIP, is it like you can just go to the rides like normal, or
You basically you have an application. You sign up for like which rides you want to ride. You pick a park, which one you're going to spend the most time in, and you kind of make your day as a schedule. So you come with your phone and you're like, hey, I'm scheduled for this.
what the fuck?
It's really trippy. And the first day was we kind of threw it away because I didn't know that's how that operated. But we still got on everything because I had the kiddos in the fucking stroller. First of all, I know that as a goer to theme parks and shit like that, I would get really annoyed by, you know, parents and their strollers and shit like that. Now it's on me, right? And I have this fucking wagon for these kids. And people, you know, are in line in this thing. And we had the kids on there and they were like, hey, how the fuck do you have a wagon here? It's like, well, you know, we talked to the people. We have this thing going on. But the fact that we were able to do that, Jesus fucking Christ, bro. I'm so glad that we got allowed to do that because, man, kids are crying. Parents are fucking yelling. Parents are fighting. Like, man, that's a real test of mental endurance for
Disneyland
sure.
is brutal. It's brutal. I know when you're a little kid, you can't feel that because
Right.
you have so much joy and energy and shit. But Disneyland as an adult, and I've only gone like with myself and like my nieces and shit,
Right.
and and Lily and Lalo. But like, yeah, I can't imagine like taking kids would be even worse.
And it
way
was
more exhausting.
It was really cool too because we kind of sacrificed the morning. You know, we were like, you know what? If we start early, of course the kids are gonna feel it more. They can nap in the afternoon. They let you enter the parks half an hour before the general public. So you hit all the shit, like everything's fast, right? The rides don't last long. It's the fucking lines.
Yeah.
And so we got to try like legit 3/4 of the fucking the California Adventures before the fucking people got let in, which was really cool.
Tight.
And you know, you see all the crazy. That's another thing too. Like these movies, not just Disney or shit, but like Star Wars and all that type of shit. Guardians, like the adventure. What is it? Avengers fucking land is like a whole thing too.
I haven't been.
It's pretty cool
in years.
It's not bad, but it's, you know, now as an adult and just being able to get drunk or somewhat day drunk
Yeah.
is pretty dope, you know. But you do see the horrific side of stuff. The Cars land, legit. I fucking love the Cars land. So I'm surprised you haven't seen Cars, man. What the fuck?
I don't know. I just never was like, I was like talking cars, like I'm good.
It's good, man. Watch it.
I was like, I was like, this just seems too impractical. I can't imagine a world.
Realistic
I
enough.
can't imagine a world with just living cars.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That concept I always rejected it.
It's pretty funny.
Like, what do they have houses? Like, I mean, I don't understand. Do they eat? Like, I don't.
They even make fun
it's
of
so it just doesn't make sense to
It's
me
so
how
good.
cars
It's so good, bro, 'cause-
can have lives.
You have Cheech,
I know,
and
I
you have
got-
Chong, you have fucking Owen Wilson, you have everyone in that bad
Everyone's
motherfucker.
there.
It's good.
The whole team's there. Anyway, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We just went on a
Sorry,
crazy-
man.
I loved it.
I was telling you that one of the kids who voices
Oh, right.
the turtles, he came out and killed Tony trying to do a stand-up fucking minute.
Which turtle? Do you know?
I don't know which one, but he was like the whitest kid there, the most.
He was white?
Yeah, white.
Oh, man.
What are you saying?
I-
You thought all the voice actors were.
Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I thought.
What do you think? Yeah, this white kid. He did god awful, and he looked like he was on the biggest dose of coke. He like plays drums too. There's like the drum segment. And it's pretty bad, and it kind of made me lose a little respect for this movie because of it.
What?
But it was
Don't blame the movie for the
No, I'm
fucking
just fucking
actors'
with you.
dumb antics.
yeah.
But I love the Ninja Turtles in this movie. I love how they are portrayed as like really young teenagers,
Teenage
like children,
kids, yeah.
like children. They're basically like they're 14.
Right.
They're not 18. They're not 17. These are still little kids.
Yeah.
And I fucking love it. I fucking loved everything about this movie. Fucking Jackie Chan as Splinter.
Yeah.
I didn't
The
know.
master.
I did not know I needed that in my life because I need
Jackie.
a fucking Jackie Chan Splinter,
Fuck
dude.
yeah, you do.
Oh my god, I was so overjoyed watching this movie in the movie theater. How much I loved it. How much it was making me laugh.
Yeah.
Like, Jackie Chan's so good in this movie, bro. He's a perfect rat.
It's the year of the rat, actually, so it makes fucking sense.
There's a fucking awesome part where they sneak out or whatever, or they take longer, and he's like questioning them, and then Leo breaks down, because he's the fucking Boy Scout,
Right.
and he confesses that they went to go watch a movie, and then the other one's like, like you were at, and he's like, hey, don't use that word that way.
Right.
So fucking funny,
It is
bro. And his whole fucking story about why he hates humans,
Right.
fucking brilliant,
Yeah,
dude. Where
it's pretty
he's
good.
just like, he's like, I had no friends. He's like, I had one friend. He was a cockroach. And he's like all chilling with him, and he gets run over by a bike. He's like, I ate him. So fucking good,
Yeah.
dude. And yeah, the little kids, they're fucking perfect as the turtles. And he's just warning the whole time. He's just like, people are gonna milk you,
Right.
all right?
Right.
That's so funny.
That
'cause
is
he's just like,
funny.
they're gonna milk you, and then at the end, it's like they're literally milking us. Like he was right.
Yeah.
So good. I fucking loved it.
It is a good one.
I watched it in the movie theater twice because the first time I watched it, as much as I loved it, I worked really early. We watched it kind of late. I fell asleep for the end, so I had to go rewatch it.
Okay.
But I got to see it in XD in an empty movie theater. It was just me and my girl
Cool.
in a giant fucking screen all to ourselves.
Okay.
It was the best.
That's awesome.
Snuck some twisted teas. Got a little twisted.
I was thirsty, so a
Yeah.
little tea helps out.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Loved that movie. What else do we got? Ooh, another one I really like. The Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Mm-hmm.
You watched it, you thought it was okay?
I thought it was good. I like the suspense side to it. It wasn't a horror film per se, but it definitely added that level of horror for sure. I like the old timey style right there on the ship. You kind of think like, well, you're not gonna go anywhere. You're kind of fucked,
Yeah.
You can see how this plays out.
Well, it's the classic. Well, if you know the story of Dracula, the
Right.
movie Dracula, the novel, it's he gets like Renfield to whatever buy him the land or whatever, and he has to go from Transylvania to London,
Right.
and his boat ride, like he basically everybody in that ship is doomed. They get there and there's one survivor. And that's it. And he kills everybody on the ship. So you basically, if you know the story of Dracula, you go into this movie knowing that everybody on this ship is
I
doomed.
do like that as the cold open to the movie. It starts off with the end and shit. And I guess if you do know that information, it like you already know.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. You don't know who's gonna be
No,
the
no, no.
survivor or what. Like, you know, all these people are gonna die. You don't know what. It was just like in the novel and in the story of Dracula, it's just like a paragraph or something, right?
Mm.
But this was always a great idea for a fucking movie. What if there was a whole story where you find out what happens on that boat, right?
Right.
A lot of people didn't like this movie. I thought it was like, I think I like it more than most. I thought it was really good, like kind of alien-y. Like they're stuck on this boat.
Right.
It's a small place. and
He needs to feed.
And yeah, he's picking them all off. They can't escape. And once they figure out that like it's a vampire and he's gonna get them at night, it's like the security they feel during the day, and it's like as soon as the sun goes down, it's like, all right,
we're fucked.
Who's next? You know, I really like the first kill. How brutal it is. How like that was scary to me. Like, you know, this guy he's out there and he's like laying on the floor or something, and he's just kind of like, what the fuck is that? There's just somebody laying on the floor. And then I don't know, I think finally like hops up and he slices his throat. And when he falls back and he's just like in so much shock, doesn't know what the fuck is happening. And this thing's on top of him, sucking his blood. And his hand is pushing down on his face. And you just see like the dude's eyes kind of like, just like, what the fuck is happening? I'm dying right now. And just like, I thought that scene was so fucking good. It made it look so fucking horrifying. Like, oh, dude, that would be a really fucked up death to just get killed like that.
Right.
And I really like the tension they set up with like the whole knocking on the ship so that you know somebody's on the other side or something. Right. So like when they know there's nobody over there, and then all of a sudden you hear a knock, it's like, fuck, you know he's over there. Right. I really love all the tension. You know, he's hiding in the bottom of the ship. It reminded me a lot of Alien. You know, right. You're stuck in the ship with it. It could be anywhere in the vents, just in the bottom. Who the fuck knows where it is? Yeah. And like I really liked it, and it was really dark. It gets a 10 out of 10 in the child's fucking killing for Bono. Yeah, that's a really messed up child death too.
I mean, once it gets going too, it does not hold back. It doesn't hold back. So I really, appreciate that.
That little kid
who directed that fucking movie.
I don't know, but he's good.
Savage. Some fucking savage.
He's good. That little kid's death, you see it coming. You're like, no, and it happened. And then at the end, you're like, oh, you thought it was fucked up that the little kid died? Well, watch this. He's a little vampire, and his grandpa gets to see him burn to death before they throw him in the ocean. Spoilers.
Yeah. No, it's good, man.
For the Voyage of the Demeter.
Once at the end there, once it's like all hell breaks loose and they're like literally getting killed in front of each other, I really like those two because even those deaths didn't hold back either. It comes in like a fucking falcon. Just fucking rips them to shreds, dude.
The first guy that gets burned alive too, like when they, he's after the little kid.
You're right.
Like, fuck, that's a good. Yeah. I really like this.
He needs the purity.
I really like this movie.
But signaling a little bit, you know, the pedo life. Just saying.
Dracula doesn't see age. No. Right? He's eternal, so we're all babies to him.
He just needs purity in his blood.
There's that fucking line from What We Do in the Shadows about why they like to suck on virgins or whatever. He's like, think about it. Like a sandwich. I would really like to not know, like, it's like you'd really enjoy the sandwich knowing that it hasn't been fucked.
Exactly.
I really liked it. I don't know. I saw a lot of negativity towards it. A lot of people saying that this was like such a good idea for a movie, but that it wasn't executed right. I thought it was executed very good. It could have been a slog, and the way the trailers were making it look, I was worried. I was like, this could suck, but the idea of the movie is so good that like it would be terrible if it sucked, and I really liked it.
I was more okay, looking at it, obviously because of the creature. You kind of think it's going to be like a monster movie opposed to the classic Dracula fucking, especially since Renfield and all that type of stuff. You're kind of thinking, I'm going to get the classic sophisticated Dracula approach to it. Oh no, you get the fucking animalistic fucking prehistoric fucking demon that thing is. Yeah. Which is cool.
Yeah. Dope. Scary. As that scene too, it kind of reminds me of The Descent. Remember that scene where they turn on the night vision and that thing's just standing behind it like that?
Creeped up. Yeah.
I feel like they recreate that shot in this movie. It has to be an homage to it, otherwise
They stole some shit.
Yeah, they just ripped it off.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. He kind of has his head tilted the same way, and he's like standing behind somebody in the rain. I just love everything about it. The aesthetic, like it's in this. You're in the ocean. It's raining. It's just miserable. All these people had like terrible last couple of days, and all died. Really good. I really liked it.
Not bad.
What I didn't like was something I was really looking forward to. Strays.
Yeah.
I mean, seems like a slam dunk, right? Will Ferrell voicing a dog.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's rated R. There's cursing. I don't like Jamie Foxx, but to think of Jamie Foxx as that little dog, that actually seems funny to me. Like, I don't know.
Right.
And like, I don't know. I just thought like, wow, that's like such a good idea. And, you know, Will Ferrell hasn't made something like on par with his genius shit in a really long time, you know?
Well, comedy movies aren't hitting. They're not even making them, so they put him in a fucking dog voice.
Yeah, but, you know, you'd think like, oh, this would be like a good way for these comedians to say some outrageous shit that they couldn't say in a movie because they're dogs or something. Or like, I don't know. I feel like the movie had a lot of potential and could have been awesome, and it was just a cold, wet fart.
Yeah.
It had a couple of moments that made me laugh. But best part of the movie is Will Forte. Will Forte is a fucking genius. He's the funny part as the asshole owner, where he's just like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like, just
piece of shit.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing. Will Forte is just a fucking genius.
I love MacGruber, dude. He's so good, man.
Yeah, that's the best part. And you know what? Like the plot of the movie is that he wants to bite his dick off.
Right.
For a movie that has that extreme of a plot and all these fucking players involved, like I just expected so much more of it, and it was just like barely okay.
Yeah, I think Perrito had a better story than this poor bastard.
Much better. The journey he went on was
similar, but not.
Yeah.
You know?
He didn't bite anybody's dick off.
Didn't have to. Didn't have to.
I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
that's what's going on. We still have movies. It's still, you know, we have a month left, couple weeks actually before the year ends here. So we'll see what else
speaking
we
of other disappointing things that look cool, Cocaine Bear.
Oh yeah,
right.
But we'll go through the list, right?
Have we not talked about Cocaine Bear?
I think we did briefly.
Okay.
And plus, it's not worth really.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I'm just saying that one disappointed me. Similar to Strays.
With respect to Ray Liotta, rest in peace.
God rest his soul. It's not your fault, Ray.
Yeah.
You're the best thing in that movie.
Yeah.
You're the man. Anyways, all right, that should wrap it up. A little catch up on the movies that we've seen lately.
We gotta get Lil on this and see what she's seen and compare some notes here.
Yeah.
We'll give our numbers, our ratings for the next one.
Yeah, because obviously, you know, there's still some really good movies, and you know Bono hasn't seen them all, and we need to talk about them. So
very true.
We'll come back. You know, obviously we need to talk about Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, fucking a lot of stuff. All right, well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you for listening to the show. Make sure to follow, subscribe, all of that. Facebook, Spotify, like it. Keep listening to the show. Thank you for listening. Listen to the other shows on the network. Side Bites Media, of course. I'm Bono.
Take care. We'll see you next time.
All right. Sayonara, Sammy.
The Electro and Bono Movie Power